Hi. Thank you so much. أول شيء عن جد عن جد عن جد. Thank you for every single person that came. عن جد عن جد. This means so much to me. And I'm so proud. Can we just have one more round of applause for KYP لأنه عن جد what they're doing is phenomenal. يعني أنا على أيامي ما كان في شيء هيك. So thank you. Know your place. يعني this is something that I'm always talking about on my blog. It's know your place and know who you are. Understand who you are and believe in yourself. مثل ما كنت عم تخبركم سارة, I created a blog اسمه Super Mama Lebanon. أول ما بلشته, I was attacked by mothers telling me you're putting too much pressure on us. We are not perfect. I'm like, yes, but you're super. What you're doing, you gave birth to a child. You gave life, and you're juggling your career, you're juggling your life and everything. That's superpowers. You can't jump off leap a tall building or run as fast as a speeding bullet or whatever it is. But you do have those powers and that responsibility. ما رح كتير فوت بسوبر ماما بس عن جد each woman, each person has superpowers. They might not be the conventional ones we see in comic books, but if you understand and you unleash those powers, you will make a difference, and that's what it's all about. I also believe that we are here as visitors on this earth, and you have that limited time. You should make that difference. All my life I was led to believe I wasn't good enough. I was always led to believe in my career that motherhood would be the end of the road. I was telling Sarah before that throughout my career I would always hear رح تتجوزي ورح تنسي يعني خلص you won't be productive anymore. You'll have your kids, you have your responsibilities. ما رح تعطي لشغلك. And if you hear something over and over and over again, you start to believe it. In anything. I started to believe it. I left my career, a long career. I was working 15 years in marketing. I was a marketing manager. I started off my career. I was fresh out of college. I got a job as a brand manager. And I was like, wow, I have a business card. I felt so great. But in the end, what I felt was because I was a glorified secretary. And then when I asked, I want more, كان يقول لي ما أنت ما بتعرفي تحكي مع العالم. طب علمني. The moment I left my first job after 7 years, تقولوا لي إنه ليه طولتي هالقد؟ I honestly thought I wasn't good enough. When I left my career after 7 years, I went to a company. I was a marketing manager of a very big restaurant business. I remember sitting in a meeting, in a board meeting, with all the managers of all the restaurants, of the CEO, and they were discussing something, and I interrupted بالغلط. رجع صاحب الشركة قال لي علي صوتك ما عم بسمع. That moment was the moment I realized I have a voice. صرت عم بحكي, and they were looking at me. مثل ما صرت wow, you actually want to hear what I'm saying? What I want to tell you today is throughout your career, throughout your life, you will feel you're not good enough. But as long as you believe in yourself, this is the secret. Believe in yourself. Keep working on yourself. I always say on my blog and on my posts on Instagram, I always end it with forward always. And that's it. You cannot stay in your place. في مثل بيقول إنه you're not a tree. If you don't like where you are, move. And it's so true. You're not happy right now at this moment. Stand up and get up. Walk. Do something, but just don't stay there. So this is the motivation you need. Life is not easy. يعني we all know that. You will have ups, you'll have downs, you will have roller coasters. But as long as you believe in yourself, that's what it is. So I left my career. I was 35, and I started from scratch. I was sitting at home. بلشت بلوج مثل ما كنت عم قلكم اسمه سوبر ماما لبنان, وبلشت فشت خلق إنه لا في أكتر من هيك. And I believe إنه فينا نعمل أكتر من هيك. And I believe each one of us can make a difference. لو شغلة صغيرة. يعني وقت حدا يقول إنه أنا شو بدي أعمل؟ مبلا فيك تعملي. This is the secret of it. So I found my voice after 35 years, after 15 years of working at something that I didn't think I was good enough. هلا I have a voice ومش رح أسكت. I suggest كمان find your voice and promise me that when you find your voice, don't ever stop talking. Because you will never know who's going to hear you. You're never going to know that voice that rang in someone's ear, the difference that it's going to make. And عن جد thank you so much, and I'm so proud. لأن كنت عم بقول لهم هديك النهار لجوزي قلت له عن جد أنا I'm almost 40. أنا وقت كنت بالجامعة وقت كنت أول ما بلشت my career and when I started working, no one was supporting women. إنه مش مثل ما هلا عنا إياها. So عن جد support each other, because once you believe in yourself, you can push someone else to help out, and that's when the difference happens. So that's about it. يعني just take it. السريع. Thank you so much. It was cumulative of just. I reached a point when I started to believe that I wasn't good enough. So every time I would fight for something, I would fight for my salary. I would fight, why is he getting paid more than me? I'm giving the same hours. Or why is this happening or something? And it was just like a constant letdowns. So when I finally, and sometimes things happen for a reason. I do believe that. And when I came to leave, the next job that came opened up so easily. So I do believe that things happen for a reason. There are little things that happen in your life that put you on the right path that will lead you to something bigger. But you have to take advantage of them. You have to grab it by the strings and keep going. So هيدا أهم شيء. أنا بقول لكم إنه إيه عادت the first يعني throughout my career, I just always felt, يعني even though after I found my voice in that job, it was constant because you're a woman, because you're a mom, because you have to leave early because ابنك خلص جاردورية على 5 وإذا بتسكر الجاردورية ما في حدا ياخده. At first, because I was in the state of mind that, okay, now I'm a mom, so I have so much responsibility. And when you become a mom, you tend to lose your identity. خلاص man, you know, you're full focus. You have this little human being in front of you that cannot eat, cannot drink, cannot poop unless you're there for them. So you feel this awesome responsibility that you forget yourself. So at a certain time, and I do believe that at the beginning of motherhood, you lose yourself. And that's, my son is now 11, so he was there throughout my career, a big chunk of my career. I wasn't giving as much because I lost hope. So now with my blog, I'm trying to reverse that. And if I could go in a time machine and مثل ما بيقولوا لو بعرف هلا مثل ما what I did, you know, back then everything would be different. But I can't because we're always walking forward. But if I can use my voice to help the next generation and give them hope that motherhood is not the end of the road. Motherhood, there's something called time management. You can believe in yourself and keep going. And you always have to believe in yourself. I keep saying it and saying it and saying it. So at that time, I didn't believe in myself. They expected it. They just like, oh, she's a mom now, you know, le voyageur, she can't go with him. And you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I can't go with him. Or, you know, we have a meeting that's starting at 4:30 and I have to be there at 5. Oh, you can't be there. Okay, class, we'll tell you what we talked about. So with that, and like I said, if you keep hearing that and you keep feeling that you're not enough, first you'll feel guilty because you're not giving enough time for your kids, and then you'll feel guilty for not giving time for your job, and that constant battle, internal battle between you and your career and your family will lead to exhaustion. يعني بتنطفي آخر شيء. So throughout the Super Mama Lebanon community, what we're working on is trying to find that balance, trying to understand that if this is not the career for you, find what you like, find your happiness. You know, being a bank teller might not be the one thing that you like, and now you have to adapt. Now I have the Super Mama Lebanon blog. I also I opened a learning center called Sparks Factory. It helps children in developing their brains in different aspects. And also, تخبركم بس على السريع El Fiesta. El Fiesta, I created it. It's called El Fiesta. Her celebration. I created it in 2014 with a dream that, like my story, which at that time كمان ما كنت حاسة إنه أنا عندي قصة تخبرها. But there are so many other women that you meet on the road, you meet in the news, or you talk about, or whatever. They have really interesting talks. So I decided to have one day, and I got bored of, or I got frustrated how women had all these exhibitions for their beauty. And you'd go to exhibitions that were just about perfume and makeup and fashion. I think we're more than that. So I created that because we're more than that. In 2014, I had this idea. I wanted to, just get a story. And at that time, someone that I really, really admired was May Khalil. She's the president of the Beirut Marathon Association. And I'm bringing her up because I don't think I would have continued if it wasn't for her. I gave her a call. I told her I have a blog. It's called Super Mama. And I have this idea of an event. She was on board in 30 seconds flat. And that was how it roller coastered into now we're in our 4th edition. We're going to be in Biel. And we expect about 1,000 women to come. And we have a lineup of speakers. Each speaker tells their story, just like I'm telling my story today. Each speaker tells their story, and each story is more empowering and more motivating than what you just think of or hear of. So I hope you'll all be there. KYP will be there. So it's in March. رح نفلقكم فيه على social media, so رح خبركم عنه أكتر. Liki, throughout my career, إذا بدك مزبوط إنه after I went to the next job, I stayed there for a year. And then I went to a better position. And then I went to a better position. My final position was a division manager, and I was handling a $30 million account. So I was working in one of the biggest companies in Lebanon. But still, because I'm very ambitious in my work, but at the same time I always felt I was lacking somewhere. يعني حتى بقولكم I was a division manager in a company, but I still didn't believe in myself. هيدي القصة. So وقت تركت الشغل وقت خلقت بنتي بال 2013, and in 2014 قدمت استقالتي لأنه because I was telling you about the constant battle and struggle of motherhood and my career. قلت خلص ما أصلاً إنه I'm a mom ما رح أقدر أوصل أكتر من هيك. شهر قعدت بالبيت وحسيت إنه شو هالغلطة اللي عملتها. فتحت سوبر ماما لبنان وقلت بلكن إياها إذا بتشوفوا my first blogs هيدا كانوا pure فشة خلق إنه why mothers are treated this way. Why did I allow myself to not believe in myself? So throughout my career كنت عم بشتغل وإذا بدك شغلة بولدوزر يعني, بس at the entire time zero confidence, because that's what I was led to believe. So وقت تركت my career وقعدت بالبيت مثل كف, that was when. So أنا trying قبل ما تاكلوا الكف. So this is it. Any more questions?
Any other questions? Always, yes. Sorry, good. Question here is, when you first, you were saying that mothers started kind of criticizing you, saying, oh, this is not. So what was the content that you were firstly trying to target? Secondly, what were some of the comments that they tried to, throw at you, the negativity, I mean, and also how did you handle that? Like how did you decide to be like, okay, listen, obviously now a lot of mothers look at you to being their inspiration. They look at you to being, like today just on your Instagram you posted you reposted somebody saying that you are the exact example of what a working mother is, and somebody that is a symbol, if you will, of what the actual struggle of either being a mother and a working woman is. So how did you manage to sway this community from going from the negativity all the way to being kind of, your battle in arms?
Oh, tough. It was a long process. وقت بلش يعني I think my career helped me be يعني when I tell you I was a division manager and I was leading 35 men, I was in charge of them. I was very tough. يعني هلا I'm smiling وهيك, but if they know me back then وعارفة But I think that helped me because I believe that I was very firm in my ideas. When I had an idea, I wanted to go with it. And I truly believe in super mamahood and super womanhood. So وقت بلشت ما بتتخيلوا إنه how many other mommy bloggers attacked me dedicating blogs and how I was putting in a perfect image of motherhood. But the thing is just showing them examples and showing them reasons why. So it's all about discussion. You always have to keep talking. You cannot sell your idea if you don't talk about it. And I have that idea and I will never stop talking about it. So that's what helped me now finding women calling each other super mamas. هاي ما كان في منا من 4 سنين. Actually telling each other, we're so proud of you, super mama. Because before, super mama was such a taboo. And no, I'm not perfect, but it's not perfect. I am strong. I am determined. And I am creating the next generation. That's my responsibility. And أنا مني لا أنا عم بربي ولاد أنه هالولاد رح يكونوا مسؤولين عن المستقبل. So أنا إذا ما بربي ولادي مزبوط و I'm not the woman that I should be, the next generation is going to be in trouble. So this is the responsibility of super mamas, understanding how important your role is. And it's not that hard. It's just understanding your potential and believing in yourself.
And one last follow-up. Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah.
Let's
go ahead with your follow-up.
Just my follow-up is, did anyone, and the non-mamas, were they like, okay, wow, but being a mother isn't something I want to do. Why are you saying that if I'm not a mom, does that mean I'm not super? Did you get anything like that sent your way either?
It comes to a point I sometimes get comments because with Instagram, because we all know that the age, the audience of Instagram is much lower. So I get comments of this, and no, my dream is not to become a mom, which is fine. But you still have a dream. So even and believing in yourself, that makes you a superwoman. So that's why we're here today and we're talking about superwoman, because finding your voice and believing in yourself is the core. That's the superpower that we need to grab onto. So yeah, I'm a super mom. I have 3 kids, and I'm so proud. But you're also proud, find what you're proud of. Do something from the heart. Do something that inspires you, makes you wake up in the morning and say, yeah, I did it. I made a difference today. A very big responsibility is it takes 2 to make a child. So when they tell me, the dad is babysitting now. No, he's parenting now. So understanding to marrying someone and having the same values as you, that's when it takes 2 to tango. So هو إذا فهم عليكي إنه نحن عم نوصل على generation غير. يعني before it was given، إذا بنعرف يمكن أهلنا إنه الرجال بيشتغلوا المرأة بتقعد بالبيت. It's changing. So بدك تغيري حالك بس كمان you're a couple. So you need to both change. You need to both make that sacrifice. And it's really easy if they both believe in it. يعني إذا الرجال is there for you, then you can make it. يعني أنا هون اليوم لأنه جوزي is a general manager of a big company. I told him you have to be here at 5:30 because I have to go, and he was there. So that's the secret of motherhood, parenthood, and a career. كل واحد will find their passion in their own way. Sometimes you need to shock your system. Sometimes how I shocked my system was when I went يعني كنت كل الطريق ماشي على الطريق إنه خلص إنه retiring at 35 عادي إنه هيك. وقت عم بقلك صرت بالبيت وحسيت لا طب أنا هلا شو بدي أعمل؟ If you really think about it, feeling numb, it's something I've continued to feel sometimes. And sometimes I feel with things that have happened in my life, I'm like, why am I here? ليه عم ضيع وقتي؟ ليه عم خلص خليني إنه let's take the easy way out. But you need to find it. يعني it's something in you. So it's يعني ما في لإلك إنه how you can find it, but just finding yourself first. And finding انت what you're passionate for. يعني أنا وقت تركت my career أخذت شهادة completely different. أخذت شهادة ب child development through music. قعدت سنتين وهلا بعدني بقى من وقت لوقت بعملها. I teach babies from 6 months to 1 year and a half music with their parents. يعني from become 15-year-old marketing career, I was teaching music, and that drove me. That was my passion. But now بقول لك بطلت تعني لي. So throughout your career, throughout your life, your dreams will change. You need to try different things, exactly. But you need to try. هيدا السر. يعني إذا قعدت محلك إنه okay, I'm feeling numb, I don't know what I want to do anymore, وخلص okay, that's another day over, يلا قدي بعد عندي to live. يعني you'll find that أنا هلا I'm 40, I have 40 more years and I'm going to live them like I want to. So, بس كمان في شغلة اسمها The Power of Now, and I'm reading the book. It's an amazing book. I hope you can all read it. It's about understanding that where you are right now. So ودايما أنا بقوله إنه look forward, بس appreciate what you have around you right now. My family passed through some difficulties recently, and they tell me, how can you still smile? Because right now I am blessed. Right now I'm happy, and so that's it. يعني ما تطلعوا لورا. I don't regret the 7 years I spent being the glorified secretary while people around me were making history, were making their career. I don't regret it because it wouldn't made me the person I am now. قعدت بالبيت منا لعبة. يعني في يعني ليكي شو اوقات بقول لك انه انا I switch off. I go for a marathon on Netflix and I don't answer my emails and ما بعرف شو, but then I come back and I was like لا قطع a week or two ما عملت شيء يعني. So هي يعني ما انت what you're saying now is exactly what I was feeling throughout my career. انه this قاعده بالبيت وخلي الرجال يبعث لك وخلص وروح اعملي. لا انه قعدت بالبيت صبحيات ما بيهموني, روح كزر كل يوم بالمولات قد ايه بدي ضلني عم كزر, عرفتي؟ فهلا I do go to the gym. I go to the gym 3 times a week, but I manage it because before I go to the gym I send out emails. When I come back I do the lunch for the kids. Exactly. بس تقولي لي انه اقعد بالبيت وخلي انه that financial independence that I have now is that I don't need to ask him. I love my husband, but I don't need to ask him إنه أنا رايحة أعمل شعري اليوم أو أنا رايحة أعمل ضفيري اليوم. إنه receive إنه that independence, and I'm بكون superficial sorry, بس إنه those small things I'm in charge of. They're mine, and I can choose what to do with them. So I think the main frustration that I had when I قعدت بالبيت إنه أنا عم بشتغل من أنا عمري 16 سنة وما بحياتي طلبت يعني throughout my university فت على الجامعة بلشت أشتغل ما بحياتي طالبة $1 من حدا. قعدت بالبيت وما عندي انكم. يعني هلا بدي اطلب من جوزي تروح اعمل ضفيري او بدي اروح على السوبر ماركت او شيء هيك. ها no savings limited. يعني قد بدي يعني كيف انه the savings are savings انه you go through them in the first year. يعني حرام يعني everything that I saved I spent, but at the same time انه that frustration of not being independent with my finances that I've been used to. يعني خاصة every career woman يعني throughout her career إنه هي يعني she can choose what she wants. بدك تسافري, بدك عندك a passion to start painting, بدك إنه whatever your priorities, what your passion is. But you lose it once you lose your financial independence. So that was the major part of the frustration why I started إنه أقول شو عملت. يعني قلتي شغلة كتير مهمة إنه your children need you. So منا لحالة هاي شغلة إنه understanding that you're very 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 important. يعني if society and everyone around you حتى يمكن أنا I'm pressuring you to find a job and juggle motherhood, but this is you. يعني عرفتي كيف إنه this is what you should embrace and believing in yourself that I'm a damn good mom. I'm a damn good human being. يعني هاي شغلة كتير مهمة. Not having anything, بس بالعكس ما أنت قلتيها, you have 2 young children that need you, and this is the super mama إذا بدك mantra إنه أنت you're building the future. يعني that 1 minute you're spending with them and giving them your full attention is amazing. So don't ever feel guilty about it. Don't ever feel that you should be giving more, because you already are.